So the afternoon recital is now going to be presented by two very well-known musicians, and I'll keep the introduction short because I'm very conscious we've ran over time, and thank you for your forbearance for that, folks. Donogh Hennessy is a co-founder of Lunasa and has also recorded and performed live for many years with people like Sharon Shannon, Seamus Begley and Pauline Scanlon, and is a highly accomplished musician. And with along with Donogh is Cathy Jordan, who doesn't really need any introduction. Cathy's a native of Scramog near Strokestown here in County Roscommon, has been the lead performer with Dervish for many, many years and has performed all over the world, and has a tremendous career in terms of her songwriting and performing. So we're very honoured to have them with us this afternoon. The theme of their presentation will be Reawakening French. We're all looking forward to this. Ladies and gentlemen, Cathy Jordan and Donogh Hennessy.
Hello, it's lovely to be back here in Castlecoot and these beautiful grounds and the beautiful house. And we've been feeding our minds and our souls and our bodies all day until now. And hopefully we'll continue with a little more. So I'm going to be doing some Percy French songs, but punctuated with other songs as well. But we'll start off with Percy, and a song that was made famous all over the world by Don McLean, but he wrote it about the mountains of mourn. So you take it away there, Donogh. And of course, you're all invited to join in. That's what I like best in the world, is to sing and have other people sing along. So don't be afraid. Oh, Mary, this London's a wonderful sight, with the people here working by day and by night. They don't sow potatoes, nor barley, nor wheat, but there's gangs of them digging for gold in the street. At least when I asked them, that's what I was told. So I just took a hand at the digging for gold. But for all that I've found there, I might as well be where the mountains of mourn sweep down to the sea. I believe that when writing a wish you expressed as to how the fine ladies in London were dressed, well, if you believe me when asked to a ball, they don't wear no tops to their dresses at all. I've seen them myself, and you couldn't in truth tell whether they're bound for a ball or a bath. Don't be starting them fashions now, Mary McCree, where the mountains of mourn sweep down to the sea. You remember young Peter O'Loughlin, of course. He's over here at the head of the force. I seen him today, he was crossing the Strand. He stopped all the traffic with the wave of his hand. And as we were talking of days that were gone, the whole where the dark morn sweeps down to the sea. There's beautiful girls here, oh, never you mind, with beautiful shapes nature never designed. Lovely complexions are roses and cream, oh, Lachlan remarked with regard to the same, that if on those roses you venture to sip, the colour might all come away on your lip. So I'll wait for the wild rose who's waiting for me, where the mountains of morn sweep down to the sea. Okay, that's a very sad one. It always made me, brought a tear to my eye for some reason, all that immigration that it dealt with and all those displaced people who didn't want to be anywhere but at home. And yeah, this one is a little jollier, and it's all about the darling girl from Clare now. So she was a darling, and everybody was tripping across themselves to get her attention with all their different accolades. So one said, look over here, look at my lovely big farm here, my arable and pasture, and you know, a bit of road frontage, some chickens and hens, you know. And the other fella was saying, look at the house I have with the curtains on the windows and the clock on the stairs. Pick me. You know, they're offering things that women dream of, you know. So the protagonist in this song said nothing, gave her no heed at all whatsoever. And this was, in fact, the way he got her in the end, because he couldn't believe his luck. He didn't pay her any attention, but he won in the end. So, the darling girl from Clare. I'm on. Can you hear me? Sitting on the wall upon a Sunday to watch the girls go by, thinking I'd be married to her one day when Kate Flynn caught my eye. Oh man, she had the makings of a fairy, displayed for all to see. And sure 'tis known that the heart is turned to something for the darling girl from Clare. Every man would have the finest band you'll ever see now, bar me now. Oh, every day just one of us will say Sheila Green now. You'll see now, all night they'd fight just to which of them was right about the colour of her eyes and hair. But not a word from me was ever heard about the darling girl from Clare. Says Fagin, 'tis her father I be praising. I'll tell him of the land I've tilled, I'll tell him of the cattle I be grazing, and the house I mean to build. And when she sees the curtains on the window and the tartack on the stairs, keeping time to the minute, I show who it's to be in the for the darling girl from Clare. Every man would have the finest plan you'll ever see now, by me now. Oh, every day just one of us will say Sheila Green now. You'll see now, all night they fight just to which of them was right about the colour of her eyes and hair. But not a word from me was ever heard about the darling girl from Clare. Says Sharky she'll be coming to the shop now to buy some sort of thing. I'll ask her if she's meant for to stop now, and should I buy the ring. And when she sees me at a bill of pasture and the fine stock grazing there, between the hens and the chickens, she's gone to the dickens for the darling girl from Clare. And every man would have the finest band you'll ever see now, bar me now. Oh, every day just one of us will say Sheila Green now. You'll see now, all night they fight just to which of them was right about the colour of her eyes and hair. But not a word from me was ever heard about the darling girl from Clare. Well, I never said a single thing about her, but I saw that girl that day told her I could never live without her, and what had she to say? She said, you better go and see me father. I met him then and there. I didn't say the hour we were fighting at the door of the darling girl from Clare. And every man would have the finest man you'll ever see. No, bar me, no. Every day does one of us say she'll agree. No, you'll see now. I did fight as the witch of them was right about the colour of her eyes and hair. But not a word from me was ever heard about the darling girl from Clare. Oh, every man would have the finest man you'll ever see. No, bar me, no. Every day does one of us say she'll agree. No, you'll see now. I did fight as the witch of them was right about the colour of her eyes and hair. But not a word from me was ever heard about the darling girl from Clare. Thank you very much. Right. So I'll do a song now that I do with a trio of mine that I work with, Shemi O'Dowd and Rick Epping, who were here last year actually. And this is one of a collection that was made by Francis Child. He collected 305 strange and macabre songs of murder, some of them, murder and death and pillaging and the other world, you know, the fairies, all of that sort of stuff. And this one is Child Ballad number 2. And the original title, or one of the titles it goes by, is The Elfin Night. And that's not to be confused with a night in Elfin, which is a different thing altogether. So the elf from the other world meets a lovely lady on the road, and he tries to trick her. He gives her impossible tasks to do, and if she fails the tasks, you see, or if she doesn't get the riddles, she'll have to go with him to the other world. But she was able to give him as good as she got and tricked him right back. So she stayed in the mortal world. And you might know a version of this, in fact, that Simon and Garfunkel made famous in the 70s called Scarborough Fair. So it's the same genetic makeup and had the same original roots, Child Ballad number 2. But this one is the Irish version called The Tricoloured House. Here we go. Were you ever down at the Tricoloured House, where every rose grows merry and fine? Is there you will meet with the neat bonny lass? Will you tell her she'll be a true love of mine? Tell her to make me a fine new shirt, where every rose grows merry and fine, without any seams or needlework. Then she will be a true love of mine. Tell her to wash it in yon spring well, where every rose grows merry and fine, where water ne'er sprung nor never fell. Then she will be a true love of mine. And tell her to hang it on yon hawthorn, where every rose grows merry and fine, where ne'er grew a thorn since Adam was born. Then she will be a true love of mine. Tell her to iron it with yon millstone, where every rose grows merry and fine, and when she has done it, bring it straight home, and then she will be a true love of mine. between the salt water and the sea sand, and then he will be a true love of mine. Tell him to plough it with one dear heart, where every rose goes merry and fine, and tell him to sow it with one grain of corn, and then he will be a true love of mine. Tell him to thresh it in yon castle, where every rose goes merry and fine, and neither chaff nor corn fall, then he will be a true love of mine. Ever down at the terrain-covered house, where every rose grows merry and fine, it's there you will meet with the neat bonny lass. Will you tell her she'll be a true love of mine? Thank you very much. So we brought you into the fairy realm there. We've got to get you out of it. So this is a song of Percy's, probably his saddest of all. Just to be sure I get it right. It's the one he wrote for his first wife that was dying, and it's called Gortnamona. So I'm sure you all know about it. Are you ready? Long, long ago, in the woods of Gortnamona, I heard the birds were singing in the blackthorn tree. But oh, it was my heart ringing, 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 for the joy that you were bringing, oh my love, to me. Long, long ago, in the woods of Gortnamona, I thought the wind was sighing in the blackthorn tree. But oh, it was the banshee crying, 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 for I knew my love was dying far away from me. Now, if you go to the woods of Gortnamona, you'll hear the raindrop creeping round the blackthorn tree. But oh, it is my tears I am weeping, 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 for the loved one that is sleeping far away from me. Long, long ago, in the woods of Gortnamona, I heard the blackbirds Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We'll do written by a man called Ian Sinclair. He's a Scottish man, and he wrote this not that particularly long ago, but it sounds like something that was around for maybe a century or so. And it's an anti-war song called The King's Shillen. And if you take the King's Shillen, chances are you'll die at war. Are you having a nice Percy French festival so far? You look very happy. I'm just saying, a bit sleepy maybe after the dinner, but you know, that's allowed. It's a nice dinner. There's a chorus in this as well. I might teach you the chorus now. So it goes. Come, laddies, come, hear the cannon roar, take the King's Shillen and it's off to war. Come, laddies, come, hear the cannon roar, take the King's Shillen and it's off to war. My love has left me with parents to war, and that's the last of him I ever saw. He joined the army and he sailed a war. He sailed out by, he sailed out by the Broomielaw. Where did he look as he marched a war? With his kilt and spur on and his musket gun, and the ladies kissed him as he marched to war. He's sailing out by the Broomielaw. Come, laddies, come, hear the cannon roar, take the King's Shillen and it's off to war. Come, laddies, come, hear the cannon roar, take the King's Shillen and it's off to war. When the pipes did play as they marched along, and the soldiers sang out the battle song, march on, cried the captain gay, for king and country, for king and country we fight this day. Come, laddies, come, hear the cannon roar, take the King's Shillen and it's off to war. Come, laddies, come, hear the cannon roar, take the King's Shillen and it's off to war. When the drums would beat as they marched along, and the bayonets flashed all in the morning sun, and the bands would beat and the cannons roar, and the shillen didn't seem that you walked the war. Come, laddies, come, hear the cannon roar, take the King's Shillen and it's off to war. Come, laddies, come, hear the cannon roar, take the King's Shillen and it's off to war. hear the cattle roar, take the king shillen and it's off to war. Come laddies come, hear the cattle roar, take the king shillen and it's off to war. Come laddies come, hear the cattle roar, take the king shillen and it's off to war. Come laddies come, hear the cattle roar, take the king shillen and you'll die at war. Right on cue. Wow. Okay. So we'll do another Percy one. You're my captive audience now because you're going nowhere in that rain. Percy was great for lots of words. So if a thing gets speedy at all, it's a major task to get all the words in really quickly into the line. So speed is of the essence. Have you heard of the flute from the town of Ballymug? Times are going hard for him, in fact the man was broke, so he sent an invitation to his neighbours one and all. So how he liked the company that evening at the ball, and when writing out he was careful to suggest to them, if they found a hat that was convenient to the door, the more they put in, whenever he requested them, the better would the music be for battering the floor with the toot of the flute and the twiddle of the fiddle, hopping in the middle like a heron on the griddle, up, down, hands around, crossing to the wall. There was Mr. Dennis Dougherty who kept the running dog. There was little Crooked Paddy from the Tabernacle Bog. There was boys from every barony and girls from every art. The beautiful Miss Betty and the private ass cat. And along with them came Bones and Mrs. Cafferty. Little Mickey Mulligan was also with the four. Rose, Suzanne, and Margaret Rafferty. The Florida man, the Mullen, and the Pride of Petravore. With the toot of the flute and the twiddle of the fiddle, hopping in the middle like a heron on the griddle. Down, hands around, crossing to the wall. Oh, hand me the gaiety. First little Mickey Mulligan got up to show them how. Then the widow Cafferty slipped out to make a bow. I could dance it off, I like to see sure as you were bored. If you'd only let the piper play, the hair was in the card. So Phil plays up to the best of his ability. The ladies and the gentlemen began to take the floor. Then Mick, 'tis youth that has agility. We got a Mrs. Cafferty, you're lipping like a hare. But toot the flute and the twiddle of the fiddle, hopping in the middle like a heron on the griddle. Up, down, hands around, crossing to the wall. Oh, hand me the gaiety, you fill the flute and ball. Fill the flute, the tip to wing, a little crooked pat. I think it's nearly time for tea, passing round the hat. So Phil passed the capping round and looking mighty cute. Says you have to bear the pack when you're beating on the flute. They all joined in with the greatest joviality, covering the buckle and the shuffle and the cut. Jigs were danced to the very finest quality. For the way to let the company at handling the foot with me toot the flute and the twiddle of the fiddle, hopping in the middle, your heron on the griddle. Up, down, hands around, crossing to the wall. Oh, hand me the gaiety, you fill the flute ball. Oh, hand me the gaiety, you fill the flute ball. Oh, hand me the gaiety, you fill the flute ball. Okay, so I believe there's a lady in the audience that's very familiar with this song, and she's from down in the Crockery, and that's where this song is from. Now, you probably all know that when you see Knock in a place name in Ireland, it means hill, yes, and Crockery would mean the hill where they hang people. That wasn't a crockery. So if you wanted a good old hanging on a Sunday afternoon, you could tip down to the crockery. So that's where it got its name. It's also very famous for the clay pipes, as you know. And this song was written by Peadar Kearney, who also gave us the beautiful Bol Fine Men and the national anthem of Ireland. And he wrote this song not because he had any particular knowledge or affinity with Knockrockery, but he was kind of dared into it. He used to brag about his songwriting prowess. So he said he could write about anyone and anywhere. So apparently his friends put him to the test and put a pin in the map of Ireland. And what was underneath it? Knockrockery. But we're glad he did, because it brings the total of happy songs in Ireland to 3. Side in the crockery, meadows all ripe on a fine summer's day. 'Tis there that I first met with sweet Molly Doherty, laughing and singing and making the hay. Oh Molly, come on, I'll howl you now, Molly, come on, I'll roll you now, Molly, come on, I'll bet you a song. 'Twill be better diversion than 7 days. Well, I took her behind the hedge and disported her, telling my story so happy and gay. 'Twould take the whole night for to tell how I courted her, blinded in hayseed and smothered in hay. Oh Molly, come on, I'll howl you now, Molly, come on, I'll roll you now, Molly, come on, I'll bet you a song. 'Twill be better diversion than 7 days. Sog at the room below in the crockery, quickly we found him one fine summer's day. And he tied me up tightly to sweet Molly Doherty, finches and linnets were singing away. Oh Molly, come on, I'll howl you now, Molly, come on, I'll roll you now, Molly, come on, I'll bet you a song. To be better diversion than 7 days. Tis 50 long years since we came to Knockrockery. Our eyes are dim, our hair it is grey, and whenever sweet Molly attempts to get cross with me, I just grab a holt and I warm my leg. Oh Molly, come on, I'll howl you now, Molly, come on, I'll roll you now, Molly, come on, I'll bet you a song. To be better diversion than 7 days. Oh Molly, come on, I'll howl you now, Molly, come on, I'll roll you now, Thank you very much. That's the crockery for you. We'll go to Galway, maybe. Yes. So here's one. We were heavy on the Roscommon, and so we should be. But Galway is only over the road. And it's a song that I recorded with Dervish and Steve Earle there a couple of years ago for the Great Irish Songbook. And Steve Earle likes to sing about Galway girls. And this is the quintessential Galway girl that you all know about. Near Oranmore, in the county Galway, one pleasant evening in the month of May, I spied a damsel. She was young and handsome, her beauty fairly stole my breath away. We kept on walking, she kept on talking, till her father's cottage came into view. She said, "Come inside and meet my father, and pray to please him, forgive you." She wore no jewels, no costly diamonds, no peanut powder, no, none at all. But she wore a bonnet with a ribbon on it, and around her shoulders was the Galway shawl. Well, I played the blackbird and the stack of barley. I played Rodney's Glory and the foggy dew, and she sang each note like an Irish lily, as the tears they fell from her eyes so blue. She wore no jewels, no costly diamonds, no peanut powder, no, none at all. But she wore a bonnet with a ribbon on it, and around her shoulders was the Galway shawl. Then came the morning as I was leaving. I hit the road for old Donogh. She said goodbye, sir. She cried and kissed me, but my heart remains with that Galway shawl. She wore no jewels, no costly diamonds, no peanut hear a bit. No? Lovely. No paint, no powder. None at all. Beautiful. She wore a bonnet. With the ribbon on it. You do, madam. So we just have a couple more for you before we send you away in the rain. We can keep going if it's still raining, of course. So this is a song that comes with some advice. That you should never stay in a house where an old man is married to a young woman. If you know such a house, decline the invitation. As I roved out to Chester City in the dark or late at night, who should I see but the fair young maiden washing her clothes in the clear moonlight? Madam, I'm a darling, a die road did the row. Madam, I'm a darling, a die road eh. Madam, I'm a darling, a die road did the row. Madam, I'm a darling, a die road eh. For she washed them, then she squeezed them, then she hung them out to the right. Then she folded them up in her barn, saying, what a nice young girl am I. Madam, I'm a darling, a die road did the row. Madam, I'm a darling, a die road eh. Madam, I'm a darling, a die road did the row. Madam, I'm a darling, a die road eh. Go into the well for to fetch some water, bringing it home or to make the tea. She fell over, I fell on the raw. The game was above the knee. Madam, I'm a darling, a die road did the row. Madam, I'm a darling, a die road eh. Madam, I'm a darling, a die road did the row. Madam, I'm a darling, a die road eh. Oh, madam, I will tie your garter, I will tie it above your knee. If you like, I'll tie it up farther. Madam, I'm a darling, a die road eh. Madam, I'm a darling, a die road did the row. Madam, I'm a darling, a die road eh. Madam, I'm a darling, a die road did the row. Madam, I'm a darling, a die road eh. Blue, it is a lovely colour till it gets the second. That's the way with the old man courting, you never know till he gets the old bit. Madam, I'm a darling, a die road did the row. Madam, I'm a darling, a die road eh. Madam, I'm a darling, a die road did the row. Madam, I'm a darling, a die road eh. Did you ever hear of cups and saucers rattling in an old tin can? Ever hear of a fair young maiden married to an ugly old grey-haired man? Oh, madam, I'm a darling, a die road did the row. Madam, I'm a darling, a die road eh. Madam, I'm a darling, a die road did the row. Madam, I'm a darling, a die road eh. I rode out to Chester City in the dark or late at night. Who should I see but the fair young maiden married to the ugly old grey-haired man? Oh, madam, I'm a darling, a die road did the row. Madam, I'm a darling, a die road eh. Madam, I'm a darling, a die road did would like to thank you all very much for being such a captive and attentive audience. And I'd like to thank Kevin for the invitation to be here. Of course, I couldn't. He wouldn't have invited me unless I promised I'd do this next song. So I'll have to do it for him. And I have no doubt you all know it. Sorry, no. It sounds better when it's in tune. So, chorus. Eileen Og, my heart is going grey ever since the day you wandered. Eileen Og, there's fine fish in the say. It's not everyone says say, but there's none of them like the Pride of Petravore. So this is a song with two names. Eileen Og, and that the dam's name is through the barony her features they were famous. If we loved her, who was there to blame us? But wasn't she the Pride of Petravore? But her beauty made us as a shine at a man among us could look her in the eye. Why, so by sure that's the reason why we're mourning for the Pride of Petravore. Eileen Og, my heart's gone grey ever since the day you won the far away. Eileen Og, shouldn't say, but there's nothing like the Pride of Petravore. Friday at the fair and ballad jobber, Eileen met McGrath, the cattle jobber. I'd like to set me mouth upon the robber, for I stole away the Pride of Petravore. He never seemed to see the gal at all, even when she ogled in from underneath the shawl. Looking big and massive, but she was looking small, most provoking for the Pride of Petravore. Eileen Og, my heart gone grey ever since the day you won the far away. Eileen Og, shouldn't say, but there's nothing like the Pride of Petravore. Tell me that. And so it went as it was in the beginning. Eileen Og was bent upon the way that Mick McGrath contentedly was grinning me a court by the Pride of Petravore. Says he, and I will knock you into bits. At this Eileen nearly lost her wits, and the option of the ruction is to know the robber sits. These hands are on the Pride of Petravore. Eileen Og, my heart has gone grey ever since the day you won the far away. Eileen Og, shouldn't say, but there's nothing like the Pride of Petravore. Boys, oh boys, with fit is hard to grapple. Of me eye, 'tis Eileen was the apple. And now to see her walking through the chapel with the hardest featured man in Petravore. And now, boys, is all I have to say. When you do your courting, you make a note of it. You want to run up the other, look the other way, 'cause I mostly like the Pride of Petravore. Eileen Og, my heart's gone grey ever since the day you won the far away. Eileen Og, shouldn't say, but there's nothing like the Pride of Petravore. Eileen Og, my heart's gone grey ever since the day you won the far away. Eileen Og. There's good fish in the sea, but there's none of them like the Pride of Petra, and none of them like the Pride of Petravore. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of Percy French Festival. It was a pleasure to play for you. This is Donogh Hennessy here, all the way from Dublin. Thank you.